Hey, this is Dr. Barry. I'm a family physician with 20 years of medical practice under my belt, and today I would like to discuss with you more things that you should know about fasting. Before you begin intermittent fasting, these are 7 more things that you should know. And I already have a part 1 of this video that you can check out. It'll pop up here or here close to the end of this video if you haven't seen that one yet. So, fasting is very powerful. It's very natural. It's very ancient. It's safe in every way. All major religions at one point in their history had fasting as a major part of the religion. Not all religions do this today, but all of them did in the past. And, we think that maybe it was part of the sacrifice or part of the giving up things. But in reality, looking back, it probably had a lot to do with trying to be as healthy and as active and as vigorous as possible. So if you know someone who's thinking about implementing some intermittent fasting into their lifestyle, if someone's already doing a ketogenic diet and they need to go or want to go to the next level, then please consider sharing this video with them. You can click the share button right down there and share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, text, smoke signal, whatever method you'd like to use. Now let's jump into these 7 things, and this is actually the next 7 things you should know before you try intermittent fasting. So number 1 on this list is that fasting is not the same thing as calorie restriction. And so the most modern diets will tell you to cut back on the amount of food that you eat each day and to eat multiple small meals. And what that does is it keeps your blood sugar chronically high. If you're eating every 2 to 4 hours, you have a blood sugar spike every time you do that. And it keeps your insulin chronically high, and that's going to turn off your body's ability to burn fat for fuel, which is if you're trying to lose any weight at all, that's your goal, is to burn fat. And so fasting is completely different than calorie restriction, and it works much better for fat burning. Number 2, you might have withdrawals. If you've been used to eating every 2 to 4 hours and then you try to fast for more than that length of time, you may very likely have withdrawal symptoms. This doesn't mean that fasting's bad for you or you shouldn't do it or you should give up. It means that you're addicted to sugar and carbohydrates, or maybe even just the act of eating multiple times a day. Eating every 2 to 4 hours is not ancestrally natural for human beings. We've never done that in our past. Only within the last 50 or 60 years has that superstition come to be considered normal. And so if you have these withdrawal symptoms, just like if you're withdrawing from caffeine or nicotine or any other addictive thing, they'll pass in 2 to 4 weeks. Just slowly but surely increase your amount of time you fast each day, and you'll be very happy with the results. Number 3, fasting might cause something called autophagy, or another thing called mitophagy. So, autophagy is your body's natural superpower. When you're not eating, your body starts to break down old, damaged cells all over your body, in your skin, everywhere, in your intestines, in your liver, in your muscles, in your bones. If you have an old, worn out cell, your body will actually break down that cell and use all of its parts to make new, healthy, vigorous cells. The same thing happens for your mitochondria, which are considered the powerhouses of inside your cells. And so you'll start to actually break down old damaged mitochondria and use the parts to make new vigorous mitochondria, which is a very good thing. Trust me, you want that. Number 4 is you will naturally increase your testosterone and your human growth hormone in a good way. And this goes for both men and women. All of us have an optimal range of testosterone and human growth hormone. As you get older, these hormones naturally will begin to wane, but fasting will help to return them to more youthful levels, which is also a very good thing. Some people pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every month for testosterone injections and human growth hormone injections. You can actually get the benefits of both of these for free by intermittent fasting. Number 5 is that your skin will get better, whether it's acne, either as a teenager or as an adult, whether it's eczema, whether it's psoriasis, whether it's some other inflammatory skin condition, it's going to get better the more you fast. And I've seen this happen hundreds of times in my clinical practice. It's also happened in my personal experience. I used to have quite severe rosacea, and when I implemented a ketogenic diet plus intermittent fasting, I now have no signs of rosacea whatsoever. Number six, your depression, your anxiety, your OCD, your PTSD will most likely get better. Again, in my clinical practice with thousands and thousands of patients, I've seen multiple patients who were on medication for depression, for anxiety, for PTSD, for OCD, for ADD. It gets better or less severe, however you want to look at it, when you fast, when you do a set amount of hours of intermittent fasting in your diet every day. All of these chronic mental issues, which many professionals are now starting to think are probably inflammatory in nature, get better. Number seven, you will burn more fat. And so if you're trying to lose weight, you're not really trying to lose bone. You're not really trying to lose muscle. Fasting, intermittent fasting, preserves your bone density. It preserves your muscle mass. It selectively targets stored energy on your body, which is fat. So you actually will burn more fat when you implement anywhere from 16 to 22 hours of intermittent fasting into your daily routine. So if you want to lose some weight, there's the ketogenic diet is very powerful for that. But if you want to take it to the next level, then implement some intermittent fasting into your regimen and watch the fat slowly but surely disappear, because your body will be burning it up for energy. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please take 1 second and click that subscribe button right down there. And there's a little bell button right beside it. Click it so that every time I have a bright idea, you'll be one of the very first to know. And also, if you'd like to share this video, you click the share button and then follow the instructions. All right, this is Dr. Berry. I'll see you next time.